Okay, so I just finished my first shopping experience at a local store that has all kinds of the frou-frou stuff that I need for this, and that was an interesting experience. I've never bought such a large list of things that are that specific, and I've just never done that before. So thank you very much, Kim. I know I texted you and I called you and I harassed you and stalked you and all kinds of things while I was in there trying to make sure, sending you pictures of products. So I do appreciate it. I can see how having a support system helps, and that's one of the reasons that I want to do this. The vlog is because I don't want Kim to have to be my only source of answering questions, because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to help somebody like that, so I appreciate it. So I think I got everything I need. I got all of the vegetables and the fruits that I need, and the fish and the meat and just everything, and vitamin, the B complex, whatever. So I think I did good. I think I got everything I need. And then I also got some foods for today, since I still haven't really, it's 1:30 and I haven't really done any kind of loading other than a tablespoon of peanut butter. It's just so hard for me to eat in the morning and early afternoon. It's just always been an issue. It's one of the reasons that I have such a bad metabolism, most likely. So, but I did get some stuff that that Kim had recommended on one of her vlogs, as well as just some things that I thought would be good for loading. So I will be doing that, the rest of that this evening. I've got to finish it, because otherwise it goes in the trash, because it will be too tempting to keep in the house.
Mom.
What, baby?
How come your phone up there?
Yeah, because I'm talking to myself, Shug. It's one of the new things I'm going to be doing. So anyway, that's it. So I'm excited to go home and unpack everything to get set. I'm going to try to cook something today for the week. I have tomorrow. I'm off on Monday, so I actually have tomorrow too, that I can cook like a chili, or just something like that to have. I couldn't get a George Foreman grill. They didn't have them there at that store, so I'll have to get that tomorrow. So I'll probably get out again tomorrow and get that. And that's about it. So wish me luck. I'm hoping that this will work for me. I'm not really nervous. I'm certainly not as apprehensive as I was, and I wasn't apprehensive for any reasons other than my own self-doubt that I would really truly follow through. I think I've always felt like the exception to the rule, that because I've lost weight in such harmful ways, that it scares me to lose weight. It's not like it scares me to lose it because I wouldn't like the effects, but purposefully doing something with a concentrated effort that is in any way or in somewhat extreme is scary for me. My history of my eating disorder was something I never want to revisit. I am much, much happier being heavier than I was when I was thin and eating disorder. So I'm not saying I wouldn't be happy thin. I'd be ecstatic thin. I really would. But anytime I've been really thin, I have been very sick. And so I think I have correlated the two so much that it just terrifies me to try to get thin. And I think I also have a hard time believing that I ever could really be thin, because the only way I've ever been thin is to either be really, really stressed out and start getting thin, and that's not eating disorder, that just happens. I just can't eat when I'm stressed. Or be self-destructive, and I've never experienced it healthy. And so I think, even though logically I'm an educated person, I have a master's degree, I should know these things. But what I know logically versus, overriding the emotional barrier, the fear, that's a hard thing to do. And I think because I have been happy, even though I've not been happy with my body, I've not been happy with my appearance, I've not been happy in a swimsuit, I've not been depressed over it, and oh my gosh, I'm not going to go to the pool, I'm not going to take my child swimming either. you know, I haven't avoided doing the things. I've just not felt good about myself in it, but I've not felt like a piece of crap like I did when I was a size 3 and miserable. It's a weird thing. So that's why I think I've avoided doing anything about it. But the reason I'm doing it now is because what I have noticed is I'm a picture taker. Anybody will tell you. My daughter, I have one child. It's just the two of us. It's another long story, but I used to donor. And so it's just the two of us. And I document every moment of her life, every waking second pretty much, and I have since she was born. So I have tons of pictures. So, you know, like there were 15,000 on Mac, and I, you know, messed up the capacity was full, and my phone right now has 5,000 pictures. It's ridiculous. So, of all those, I probably have a Emmy, hold on, I can't hear. Of all those, I probably have a handful with me. And that is because I don't like looking at it. That is because I don't enjoy having my picture taken and seeing it. It breaks that wall, that barrier of denial that I have, where I don't have to face how I look, but I can still be happy. Ignorance is bliss. And so I don't want her to grow up and not look back and not have any pictures with me. So I'm doing this for her. And I'm all she's got. It's just the two of us. And I can't be selfish. And I can't ignore the fact that if something were to happen to me, she would suffer. And she would suffer more than I will suffer by giving up my Cokes and my chocolate bars and the conveniences of fast food, the conveniences of all that stuff. That's not comparable to what she would go through. And that's how much I love her. So, not afraid to show my emotions, just afraid to look in the mirror and look at this. Look at myself. But I'm not afraid to look at my psyche. I'm a therapist. That's another reason I'm hesitant to post anything, because it's so raw and so personal. So I'll probably post it under something where nobody could search it and find it except people I tell. So anyway, that's it. I think this is going to be good. I think I need to post these even though I hate the way it looks, because I need support. I need the reassurances. I need the answers to my questions, one of which is, can I use tea tree oil on this? It's the only thing I've found that helps my skin. I've had breakouts since she was born. I've never had problems with any of that until she was born, until I was pregnant, and it's not gone away. I'm thinking that maybe the diet itself will help with there. I don't know. But I have found that tea tree oil on my face every night helps to subside the acne. And so it does kind of scare me to not have that anymore. So if you know, if anybody knows if I can use tea tree oil, let me know. The odds are, the answer is no, because it is an oil. But okay, we're almost home, and I'm gonna get interrogated for why this is up here. So I better answer her questions, and I will look forward to meeting people. Look forward to having a following and following new people, and look forward to hopefully one day looking in this camera and not wanting to look away so much.